Hi and welcome. This is the second video to do with the full moon and Chiron moving into Pisces. But this time we're going to be doing a look at the tarot cards. Now this little fluffy thing here, this is my microphone because I'm trying to get it right. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting the volume right. And I know that causes problems for you when you listen to it because you need to work out how to have it up full, which is okay for this video, and then you play the next video and you deafen yourself. So I'm trying to work out the best way to get the sound working. Given the circumstances around this full moon, and given that what we're looking at is healing and self-discovery and opening ourselves up to where we need to go, when I was thinking about how to do this and what cards to use and all sorts of things, I decided to go with more spiritual cards, I imagine you would say. So I'm going to go with the House of Gaia. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Maybe a little bit too shiny, but you will see them. Yeah. And then I'll bring out some spirit totem cards, and that's these ones here. And we'll see what the world has to say and what it wants to say to us, right? Because we can't be just relying on the downloads, because some of us are really in tune with our intuition. Some of us are really in contact with what the universe, our guides, and the moon has to say to us. And some of us, well, we're just beginners. And the other reality is sometimes we just get too busy and we forget to listen. So let's have a little look about the House of Gaia. So these are not following the Rider-Waite, not following Thoth. They're a little bit more esoteric. They talk about the elements. They talk about fire, which you will probably associate with wands. Earth, which we associate with pentacles. Water, which we associate with cups. I'm just making sure I haven't got something. No, oh yeah, that one's the wrong way, isn't it? No, it's all right. And wind, which we associate with swords. They have a few more major arcana than some of the others do, but I'm an intuitive reader, and this will be much more of an intuitive read. So we'll just have to see what the cards have to say. Okay, so and see what comes out, and see where they're at. And for those of you who have got questions to me about the techniques that I use in reading the cards, I get a lot of messages about shuffling, cutting, use 6 cards, use 5 cards, and I just go with that. So it's all quite instinctive and intuitive. Okay. So none of the cards are coming out, so let's just see. They've just given me they're starting to get ready, and we'll see where our messages are. Okay, done. All right. So what we're going to do is have 5 cards, so I'll try and place them so you can see them. Don't worry if you can't. What I'll do then is shift the screen so you get more visibility of the cards and less visibility of me. All right. Okay, just having a look at where they are. Let me see if I can just put this down a little bit and see if you can see them. That's probably not going to help that much. All right, I'll hold them up so you can see. So we've got a lot of earth energy, and that's the first thing that's coming through. And then we'll have a little think about what that takes for us. We've got a little bit of earth, we've got a fair bit of wind, and then we've got the abundance card. Okay. So what we've got down the bottom of the deck, which I'll just bring it in. Can you see? Maybe you can. I'll show you as one card. Can we see that? Let me get the angle right so you can see it. because it's very shiny. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. And that's the 5 of air. Or, as you know, the 5 of swords. It's very, very beautiful. But what we've got is we've got a woman blindfolded. There's a lot of movement around her. And she's holding the face of another person. Okay. The skull. And if you know, in mythology, we often ask skulls as wisdom because they represent the mind or the brain of someone else. So what we're looking at is typically the 5 of swords. So the energy is change, lots of movement, but it's all in the mind. Now 5s are change regardless of what card. So there's going to be a lot of movement, there's got to be a lot of change. And what this is asking us to do is trust in that change. So the 5 of swords traditionally can be a little bit about deception. In terms of what this is saying, actually she's got her eyes closed. We've got images of beautiful dragonflies. We've got feathers. Feathers are normally messengers, right? Dragonflies are normally messengers. And then she's holding another head of a very serene person. And she's blindfolded. So in the earlier video when I was talking about Chiron moving in and being the healer, and I was talking about the full moon, we were talking about aspects of things being revealed to you that you're not aware of. And this is exactly what this card is talking about here. There's going to be messages, and lots of them. So messengers are people or things that bring messages. There's going to be lots of messages. You need to stay in the serene, which is thinking about the opportunities that it's going to bring you. And so these changes and these swirling around, just remember that they're not permanent. So it's just going to be moving through, but there's going to be a lot happening in terms of how we're thinking. And if I move it over, I think it was over this way, right? Yeah, you can probably see that card a lot better. Yeah. Just getting it right. Because it is a really, there we go, it is a beautiful, beautiful card. And I'll hold it there in case you want to freeze frame and go in and have a look at it. You see the feathers, you see the dragonflies, you see the very serene face, and then you also see the person blindfolded, and you get the sense of movement going around. Very, very beautiful. So that's the main energies that's circling us at the moment. All right. What is fascinating about the cards, and I'll just go with the promise that they're handing out to you, which I think is really interesting. So we've got 2 cards coming up, and we've got the 6 of Cups. I'll put it up the top. Can you see? Yeah. 6 of water. Water is emotion, yes. And the 6 is lovely emotion, serene emotion. But the 6 is also a little bit, yeah, can you see? She's beckoning to you. She's calling you forward. So the 6 of Cups often is taking back to the past. When we look at the house of Gaia, this is the equivalent of 6 of Cups, but it's water, it's emotion. And she's got the hand out, and she's really leaning into you. So she's asking you to come forward, yeah? Not to be still in the emotion. So if any negative emotion comes up, don't stay in it. Move forward. Come forward into it. And when I say into it, I mean explore it. Don't wallow in it, but explore it. So this is asking us, and she's lovely and serene, and she's very supportive. It's water. She's got her hand reaching out, and she's saying, and she's leaning forward to you, say, come on, reach out to me. I will help you. I will hold you. Follow me. Follow me, follow me. And if you like, this is Chiron moving into Pisces. Follow me, follow me, follow me. I will help you. Okay. Immediately after her comes the card of abundance. Okay, let me see if I can get it so you can see it. Yeah, yeah. A lovely, beautiful card. And what this card is saying, I'm just going to try and get it right so I hold it and you can have a look at it. Okay, is that the spirits are offering you abundance. Yeah, we've got the dragon who's looking down and protecting you. We've got the boat, which is talking about new directions and new horizons. We've got the cornucopia, which is the signal of abundance as well. And we've got someone there, young person in the middle of it, having a good look at it. And the animal that's with them, oh yeah, it's talking about springtime, which is the rabbit, which is the symbol of fertility. And that's why, oh, I won't go into Easter, but that's why we've got that there. So it's talking about abundance. Okay. When we think about abundance, it's up to you to work out what abundance is for you. It doesn't have to be just money. It can be, it doesn't even need to be money. It can be love. It can be happiness. It's whatever you feel you need more of in your life. This is saying it's here for you and it's coming. Now that's completely in line with what we were talking about before in our first video about the new moon and all the planets moving forward. So this is really a time to move forward as talking about harvest. And you don't get much better than that, right? We're talking about moving forward and harvest time. So it's really fantastic. And then after that, this is the other card I like that's coming straight after that. It's the Eight of Earth. And typically, Eight of Pentacles talks about hard work. But have a look at this. This is meditation. This is the tree of life. This is going inside. This is activating your energies. This is having them all aligned. And when your energies are all aligned and when they're all activated, it's pure. Yeah? It's pure. It's getting in contact with yourself. So the cards are talking about spend time getting in line with who you are, who you truly are. Yeah? Drop away all the myths. Drop away all the old perceptions. Get rid of anything that limits you. Get rid of stuff that says this is not possible. I mean, nothing, what am I going to say? We're not miracle workers. What we all have some things that hold us back. And most of that what holds us back is a lack of belief in our own sense of power. And right now, we should be. This is the age of Aquarius. The sun is still in Aquarius. It's moving into Pisces. We're talking about abundance, being comfortable with who we are, and going in and getting settled and feeling our own internal power. And if you've got anything in your life that's making you feel like you are not in control of your life and you cannot or you don't have the power, this is the card that's telling you, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Now is the time to go for it and get that sense of well-being, that sense of balance, and that sense of inner strength. Yeah? Get rid of the demons. Don't let them cover you. Now, what is interesting about all this is now we've got the 5. We've got in a row. We've got the 5 of Earth. Okay? Again, talking about change. Don't get thinking that this one looks like the devil. It's not looking like the devil. It's just devil exists in the other pack, not in this pack. And you've also got the 6. Okay? They're talking about Earth. And remember, we're talking about Chiron, and Chiron being the centurion. And the centurion is half beast, half man. And what we've got here is images of being totally strong. Now, I've got another 5 card here. I'll just bring it up, this 5 card. This is, again, a card of change. And what you've got, if you have a look, he's slightly to the side. And what's in the center is the pack of cards. And you'll see that there's an ace. Yeah? So what we're looking at here is this is change. And you can see his robes, he's going from green to red. There is change. And in the background, there is someone in poverty. In the foreground, there is someone full of strength. So similarly to the card that was talking about go inside and find your own personal strength, this is also talking about make a choice. How do you want to be seen in the world? How do you want to be seen? Do you want to be seen as something in the background, or do you want to be seen as something that is personally strong and personally in sync with themselves? And the cards talk about opportunity, and the cards talk about the change of fortunes. But the cards also talk about, in some respects, it's a bit of a game. Yeah? Life is a bit of a game. You must choose to play it. And sometimes you need to choose to play it by your own rules. So will you let other people tell you how to be seen, or will you decide how you want to be seen? Yeah? And see that shadow self getting pushed into the back? That's also talking about Chiron and the full moon. They're going to show you shadow selves. Get rid of those shadows. Get rid of them. They've served their time, done their purpose. Free yourself and step into the beauty of who you can be. Yeah. And to get some help to do that, remember, meditate. And I gave the mantras before in the other program, but maybe you didn't watch it, so I'm going to give it to you again. I am free. I release myself. I am free. I embrace the change. I embrace the new me. Yeah? Feel how strong that is. I set myself free. I release myself. I am free. You release yourself. I am free. I release myself. I set myself free. I embrace the change. Yeah? And when we say about changing, remember sometimes the subtlest change, the smallest thing, has the biggest impact. And this is not about, sometimes it's immediate in terms of how you feel, but it might necessarily be immediate in terms of how you impact on the world around you. Yeah? So don't be too impatient. You change how you feel, you start the process of changing how the world interacts with you. But it's not immediate. So don't go thinking, oh, didn't happen. I did this last night, didn't happen. No, didn't happen today. It started today. It will come today. Okay. And then the other card that's coming through also, look how strong these cards are. Look how strong these images are. Look how earthed it is. Yeah? So this is the Six of Pentacles. So you've got 2 sixes, and when you get doubling up of numbers, that's really important. So the 6 was of water, saying step into the change. Step into who you are. I will help you. I will support you. Emotionally, you are ready to do this. This is the time. And then we come with the 6 of earth. And look how solid, that gentleman is carrying. And he looks like he's carrying a weight across his shoulders. And it's a beautiful card, isn't it? And he's got in his hand, can you see what he's got in his hand? A bowl of fruit, and he's got the knife where he's harvested. So this is talking about promise. And this sits nicely also with the abundance card. Yeah? So this is talking about promise. And now because what we're talking about is Chiron having a look at past beliefs and what you believe about yourself. And we're now talking about abundance. What we might be having is a realization about self-limiting beliefs, about how much money you make, how much you are worth, whether it's financially, emotionally, or respect. How much you're worth. Now have a look, particularly at this guy, right? I'll just show this guy. Yeah? Harvest, cornucopia. Sorry, wrong one. Getting this. Have a look at how strong that person is. How satisfied they are. Yeah? And they've done the work and they've got the work. So we are talking about you stepping into abundance, because abundance is there for everyone. But remember, abundance is different for everyone, and abundance is different at different times of your life. So don't get caught up in any single thinking about abundance is a millionaire, abundance is this, abundance is that. You have to be realistic about that. If you're in a lot of debt, abundance might be you are comfortably making the payments and more, and then you're living comfortably. Yeah. If you are in abundance, might be moving into a new relationship and being loved in that relationship, or changing the relationship you're in. So abundance is different things to different people. So don't get caught up in thinking that it's one thing. Determine what your abundance is, because sometimes thinking about abundance in the singular is a self-limiting belief as it is. Okay, so let's see if there's any other guidance from these oracle cards. Look, I just saw something else that I want to show you in these cards. They're so beautiful. This is the 5. I want to show you this again and see if you can see it. Around his neck, yeah, is a key and a locket. You have the key to the lock. Yeah? The key to your own future you already have. Now's the time to use it. Okay. All right. We're doing a lot of cutting today with the cards. Let's see what comes up once more. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. Well, that's interesting, given that we've got the full moon coming up, we've got Chiron, we've got the sun, and the card that we get is lightning. Okay, so we all know lightning. Lightning lights up the sky. It does sometimes dance across the sky as well. We can have dancing lightning, but it's a thunderbolt. It's a lightning thing. And what this is it is a flash of knowledge. It's a quick knowledge. So this is insight coming to you quickly, big flash of knowledge. And so what I want you to do is be paying attention to the insights you get, the messages you get. You're getting double numbers, watch that. You're getting the same thing repeating, watch that. But also remember, if you really want to hear the sounds of the stars, the sounds of the planets, the sounds of your guides, your ancestors, sometimes you have to be quiet. So pay attention. If you get called to sit quietly, something is coming in. It's going to be a real aha moment, and I'm hoping that'll be a great insight for you. All right. So that's the cards. It's all about strength. It's telling you you've got everything you need. It's telling you to choose how you want to be seen. Do you want to fade into the background? Do you want to keep the shadow self, or do you want to be strong and move forward? It's harvest time. You've got the key to unlock whatever it is you want to move forward with. Look at that. Look how powerful and serene that is. All of the chakra points are lined up. He's got the Kundalini snake around his neck. He's got the tree of life. this person is completely in touch with themselves, and completely in touch with themselves as being part of the greater energy. So he's getting all the downloads, he's getting all the information, and he's completely open to it. There's the promise of abundance. Yeah, we're still reaping the harvest. It's still time. We're still moving forward, but abundance is coming through as possible. You're being asked to go forward, step forward into the emotion, step forward into the love, because you are loved. Yeah. Chiron is a big teacher, and the way it teaches you is it shows you your wounds, it shows you your old habits that need to go, it shows you your barriers, but it's very, very loving, as is Pisces. And Chiron has moved into Pisces. And last but not least, stay tuned for the lightning bolt. Something is going to come in hard and fast. Look for the messengers. There's a lot of messages coming to you. Be open, be receptive to them. And can you see the movement? Go with the flow. Go with the direction. If something right now is too hard, then you're either doing it the wrong way or it's not meant to be. So stop, think, choose. And don't be scared about the world showing you those few small things that you no longer need and that you need to let go of. Okay, thank you. So there you are. You can get in contact with me, Michelle Lehman, at Emerald Blue Phoenix. It's Facebook. I'll put the link underneath with all the information. Here's the cards. Spend some quiet time. Be strong. Step into the future. Anything that doesn't serve you, get rid of. If something pops up and for that brief moment it makes you scared, it takes you back to being a child or a dark place, just remember it's not permanent, it's not real, it's just there to show you that it's a myth. Time to release it. I release myself. I set myself free. And I walk into the change and I welcome the change. Okay. Enjoy. It's going to be great. Really, it's going to be great. You're going to grow. You're going to develop. You're going to feel so much better about yourself. It's a great time. The planets are with you. The guides are with you. And I'm here if you need my help. Have a nice one. Have a good day. Enjoy yourself. Michelle, Emerald Blue Phoenix. Take care and bye-bye.